Choosing us this hour, let's settle for the details of our stories. The Supreme Court will, on January 28, 2026, decide whether to quash a High Court judgment that annulled the parliamentary election results for Kpandai in the northern region. Meanwhile, the Bisi District Court has fixed February 7 for ruling in extradition proceedings involving social media personality Frederick Kumi, popularly known as Abu Trika, who is wanted by the United States over alleged fraud-related offenses.
The Supreme Court's pending ruling follows an application filed by Matthew Nyindam, who is asking the Apex Court to set aside a judgment of the High Court in Tamale that nullified his election victory. The High Court had earlier upheld a petition filed by the National Democratic Congress candidate Daniel Nsala Wakpao, challenging the conduct of the parliamentary election. The court subsequently annulled the results and ordered a rerun. Acting on that decision, the Electoral Commission announced December 30, 2025 as a date for the rerun. However, the process was suspended after Nyindam invoked the Supreme Court's supervisory jurisdiction, arguing that the High Court lacked the legal authority to entertain their petition in the first place. According to Nyindam and his lawyers, the parliamentary election results were gazetted on December 24, 2024. Under the law, an election petition must be filed within 21 days of gazetting. On that basis, they contend that a petition filed by Wakpao on January 25, 2025 was outside the statutory time limit. They argue that once the High Court acted without jurisdiction, all subsequent proceedings, including the judgment annulling the election and ordering a rerun, were a nullity and should be quashed by the Supreme Court. But lawyers for the NDC candidate have strongly disagreed. They insist that the results were re-gazetted on January 6, 2025 as part of a comprehensive publication covering several constituencies, including Kpandai. On that basis, they argue the petition was filed well within time and that the High Court properly exercised its constitutional mandate under Article 99 of the 1992 Constitution. The Supreme Court has adjourned the matter to January 28, 2026 for ruling, with the suspension of the rerun remaining in force until then. In a separate legal development, the Bisi District Court has fixed February 7, 2026 to rule on whether Frederick Kumi, popularly known as Abu Trika, and two others should be discharged from ongoing extradition proceedings initiated at the request of the United States government. Abu Trika, a social media personality known for flaunting an extravagant lifestyle online, is wanted by U.S. authorities over alleged fraud-related offenses. The Supreme Court on January 28, 2026 will deliver its ruling as to whether it will quash the High Court judgment that annulled the Kpandai election results. Again, on February 7, 2026, the Bisi Court would also deliver a ruling as to whether to discharge Abu Trika and two others from indictment proceedings for extradition to be tried in the United States of America for alleged crimes of defrauding by false pretense. Reporting for Channel One News, Hansen Ajiman.